So Rose Namajunas is fighting Amanda Ribas tonight, and that's actually a main event I'm looking forward to. Now, I really do believe Rose is the betting favorite by far. The talent she has stomped at strawweight, Joanna Jacek twice, Zhang Wei Li twice, and then somehow I was in the live crowd for UFC 274. I took my dad because we were big fans of Tony Ferguson, so we were already hurting from that fight before. But then I think we could bounce back with the co-main event, and we literally got to witness live one of the worst title fights in history. And I don't like to put down athletes because I really try and show respect for what they do, and if it's not for them, channels like this and shows like this don't happen. So I feel dirty when I say this, but it's the truth. People think that this was the worst title fight in UFC history, period. And I think that Rose got robbed that fight because it was kind of a punishment for not putting on a performance of a lifetime. Because I felt like if Rose had opened up and gotten over her mentality, because her mental health was always the defining factor on whether she shows up or not, and to see her completely shut down and get, punished, she needs to see a sports psychologist, I feel. And she's very vocal about her past traumas and everything like that. But it's always when dealing with pressure. And you could tell the Esparza rematch, the Andrade rematch, even though she won that rematch, you could tell she was hesitating. And she had every right to hesitate, because if I had a fight end like that, I'd be hesitant to throw something too, because one thing would lead to the next, and you'd be thinking, getting analysis paralysis like crazy. She does have some very realistic shows of her trauma and just how her mind works. And you understand it if you understand psychology. I'm not saying that this is bad on her part. It's not her fault. She grew up in a dysfunctional area, in a dysfunctional household. She's been very vocal about that. But you could tell that past has an effect at moments like this, where the trauma is not completely healed. Now, she moves to flyweight, and she has a close fight with Manon Fiorot. Manon won, and a lot of people thought that Rose was robbed. I honestly thought that it could have gone either way. I think we like to put Rose up on a pedestal because of her accomplishments at 115. But now that she's gone to 125 and she's in another league, I think that weight difference might make a difference, if you know what I'm talking about. But I do think Manon did win that fight, realistically. And I think she's fighting against the top of the division. So it might be a little bit different if she were to face someone like Valentina Shevchenko or Alexa Grasso. Because I think those flyweights are at 125, they're not just these tin cans. At strawweight, they're a little bit more dynamic, which makes the flyweights be, they sleep on their skills a little bit. Not as much grace, just a little bit more power. But I think we're starting to see that women's 125 flyweight has a lot more to offer than we thought. Like, with the game in that division I think it's probably the most improved division in UFC currently right now. It's the division that has come out of the shadows and really taken a lot of speed. And there's a lot of stuff going on in that division. Rose is just do or die, though, at this point, because she is in a situation where she should, without a doubt, finish Amanda Ribas or even beat her. Because if she doesn't win this fight, I think it's safe to say her prime years are over. And they all reach that point. Every fighter reaches that point eventually. It's not bad if she does. I'm not saying that she's horrible. If that's the case, because she's so accomplished in her career and her past that, and she's actually outlasted Joanna Jacek, ironically. I would be all right if she hung it up. Because, I don't think she's going to. But she's so accomplished that even if the prime's over, it's not really a big deal. But I do want to see the show go on. I want to see the Thug Rose show continue going, because I think maybe we could get one more chapter out of this story before she hangs it up and before she's gone. These fighters could be gone next year because they just decide, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. This sport hurts. It does. But if Rose loses to Amanda Ribas, I think it's safe to say we are going to see that part. And it's going to be sad to watch. But the defining factor is going to be, can she handle this pressure? I hope she doesn't watch this video before the fight. I mean, if she ever watches this video after the fight, Rose, I'm a huge fan. But I just hope she doesn't close down and lose a fight that she shouldn't on paper. Even if she's on the decline like a lot of people think. But this is her last chance. It's the last chance she's a betting favorite in, but a last chance nonetheless. Peace out.